Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise Lopez, and if you are new to my channel, I'll just give you a quick little summary of what I do here. I was doing tarot for a while, and Spirit has enticed me to start to do something different, a little bit more channeling. Not saying that I'll never do tarot again, but at this very moment, this is what I'll be getting into and practicing. So I am starting to do, before I hit the record button, what I'm doing is I am allowing myself to be channeled. I am writing down the messages as I go along. As I practice this a little bit more and more, I'm going to start doing it on camera. At the moment, I like to take my time. This is something new that I've been doing, and I just want to give you guys a very accurate reading. I don't want to feel like I'm feeling rushed on the camera to hurry up and give you guys a message. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing. And then I will be ending with some oracles. I don't know why I haven't had my coffee yet today. Sorry, and my face is shiny. I just did like a treatment on my face, so forgive the shiny face. It's just, I feel like it's kind of driving me nuts. But we're going to do this anyway. I don't care. So let's get started. So as I was meditating over your guys' reading, first of all, I just kept getting this, like, in my mind's eye, I just saw a lot of people dancing. I don't know what you would call it, if it's Arabic music, but it sounds very modern, like a modernized, like Arabic, am I saying that right? Arabic, I'm sorry. Arabic music, people dress very beautifully. People just dancing, kind of like doing, the dance that they do, very beautiful. The girls with their gowns and their jewelry, and even the guys getting in and dancing. And, I live in Florida. That's not something that I see. I think it's beautiful. I see it, in movies and stuff like that. But that's what I kept seeing in my head. I'm like, all right, Spirit, why are you showing me this? And it was just showing me, Spirit was showing me, this is your time. I kept hearing, like, now is your time. It's a time of fun, a time of celebrating. Actually, I want to get into that a little bit later, because that was clarified a little bit more towards the end of the channel message. But in the beginning of your reading, I heard it is time to speak your truth. And not only to speak your truth, but with clarity and sincerity. Certainty. So Spirit wanted to make this very clear as to, like, me explaining this to you guys. Kind of like that, living in spirit and truth, not only walking the walk, but like, not just talking, but you're walking your talk, if that makes sense. Setting an example of the things that you preach, the things that you say, or the things that you say you're going to do, and actually do them and follow through with them. That's very important, Spirit is saying. So to speak your truth with clarity and certainty, and to not hold back. There's a sense of just not allowing yourself to lower your standards or your boundaries, because I feel like for a lot of my collective, for whoever found this, I believe you need to hear it. And it's that, you've come such a long way, I heard Spirit say, and now is not the time to fold. Now is not the time to be like, well, maybe I can let this slide. No, absolutely not. You've been doing so well, standing in your truth and setting these boundaries, and it's taking you to where Spirit is having you go. Like, there's a plan for you. So Spirit can only help as much as you allow Spirit to help you. So by you standing on your ground, setting these boundaries and sticking to them, not letting anyone change your mind, not letting anyone, steer you in a different direction because it may seem better, look better, looks prettier, seems like a better idea, but you know what that is for you. You know what you want from your life, Spirit is saying. So why would you allow others to sort of persuade you differently? If you've been doing well, this is for someone specific, I'm getting. It's just, if you're doing great, you need to be a little bit more proud of yourself. You need to give yourself a little bit more grace and understand that, this is a continuous journey, and you can't fold now. You can't stop now. You can't black now. not lack, I want to say more like lag, like, you know, you ever see someone like running in the race and they're almost there and they're like, just push just a little bit more. And there could be that one person that's kind of like falling back little by little, and Spirit's saying, no, now's the time to fucking go. It's a green light. I need you to sprint. I need you to jump over whatever comes your way. I don't care if a fucking badger runs in front of you. Jump over that motherfucker and just keep going, okay? So Spirit is clarifying that you need to just keep going. That you are exactly where you're meant to be, and that the synchronicities are showing you. They are confirming the path that you're taking and to keep going. This has been happening to me a lot. I feel like ever since I made the decision to change my life and like just taking accountability over my decisions in my life, and just realizing that, you know, I woke up one day like, I don't want to live like this anymore. Why am I going to continue to allow myself to continue the same actions knowing that they're going to give me the same result? So until you change your actions, until you change your day-to-day, until you change your habits, you're going to continue on this like hamster cycle wheel. Like you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over. And then, you know, how silly do we look when we just sit one day and just be like, why is everything always the same? Why does nothing ever change? Because you don't change. You don't change your mind. You don't change your actions. You don't change your day-to-day. You don't change the places that you hang out with or the people that you hang out with. So doing these little slight changes into your life will get you to where you need to be. But you just have to take the first step. You can't just sit here and just wait for, all right, God, I'm just waiting on you to get this thing done for me. That's just not how it works. There's like a coherence. I'm not sure if I'm using that word properly, but there's something about, you know, I said this previously before my other readings, is that there's something that goes hand in hand when you are, you know, walking in spirit, like when you are allowing God to take over your life, but also taking that action as well. God will sit there and hold your hand and walk you through it, but he's not gonna be like doing it all for you. He's there to help. God is there to help us. Spirit is there to help us on the journey. You can't have one without the other, okay? So the synchronicities are showing you. So when I got this specifically, what I was seeing is like, you guys ever look at the clock and it's like the same number, like 333, 444, 555, but then it happens a little bit too much where you're like, what is going on? You know, at times I used to think I was going nuts. I'm like, yo, is spirit, God, you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to warn me? I even thought like, oh my God, something bad could happen. But I've come to find out that when these synchronistic things tend to happen, and it doesn't only happen with time or looking at the clock. Sometimes I'll be out driving and I'll notice a, you know, car, like a license plate or something. But it's one of those things where you glance at it and you're, you know, on a normal day-to-day basis, you see that and you don't think twice about it. But spirit will literally get your attention in a way just to be like, look at that. Like that's something you've never seen before. And you have to ask yourself, okay, what is God showing me right now? What is spirit trying to tell me? But I've come to realize that the more that I act in my true authentic self, the more that I align myself to the things that I know that I should be doing and living the life that I'm supposed to live to get the stuff that I want. And this is not just material. This is like the life that you want for yourself. What do you want to manifest? What people do you want to manifest in your life? What kind of experiences do you want to manifest in your life? So Spirit was just showing me that whenever I am acting in that actively on a daily basis, the more it happens. The times that I say no when I'm supposed to say no. The times that I walk away from someone when I'm supposed to. Whether it be a relationship or a friendship, or walk away from a job that I know that no longer serves me or is no longer aligned with the purpose that I know that Spirit has for me. I keep getting those synchronistic things happen. And I'm like, all right, something's going on, right? Something's going on. And then I got a lot of, I know usually if you guys haven't seen my videos before, I have a lot of animals that like to come to me. But surprisingly, I actually had a couple of other things that were pretty cool. Sorry guys, I had to look up because there were 2 of them that I've never got before as a message, so I just wanted to clarify the meaning behind them other than what I got intuitively. But so the first animal that appeared to me was a white crane. So let me just adjust this here. It was a white crane, and which represents direct connection to the divine, which I'm not surprised. I don't know how I didn't remember that, but so a lot of you who are watching my videos, who come across my videos, are people who are, whether you know it or not, you are gifted psychically, I'm getting, whether it be healers, Reiki masters, healers that, I don't know, I feel the need to keep saying it. I feel like someone here might be, you're almost wondering if it's even real. I don't know who this is for, but yes, it is real. Healers exist. You know, when they speak about Jesus, I mean, I believe he was a Reiki master. I believe he was a healer. We are meant to come onto this planet. Some of us are meant to come into this planet to help heal the world. And some of it is by touch, is by energy healing, or by just your hands. So someone's going through that right now, I'm getting. So don't overlook yourself. Don't question yourself. Don't think, why me? I'm not that great. I'm just Susan. I am a receptionist, and how can I heal people? What difference can I make? I can absolutely make a difference. Okay, if the wanting is in your heart, you know, the world needs it. The world needs you. So you are very important to whoever that needs to hear that. So a lot of you are very connected to the divine and might not even know it. How fun is that? You are special. You know what it makes me think of? Have you guys ever seen the Lego movie? That's one of my favorite kid movies that I used to watch with my son. But there's the guy in the Chris Pratt, he plays the main character. Oh my God, what was his name? Was it? It's gonna drive me crazy because I don't remember his name at the moment. You know, and the whole, I don't want to give off the movie if you guys haven't seen it, but in the movie, basically, he lives like an ordinary life, and he doesn't even realize how ordinary it is. And then one day something just kind of like woke him up. And then in the situation where, you know, they were telling him like, you're the special, like you're special. And he's like, wow, I never knew I could be, you know, anything more than I ever was. So some people here you're coming to realize that you're very rare. I heard the spirit just say, and if some of you struggle with like getting along with others, or kind of being like a little not extroverted, introverted, right? Is when you're kind of like to yourself. You know, don't try to change that about yourself. Don't change anything. God made you the way that you were supposed to be. And I think that, you know, at times when we try to change ourselves, you'll start to realize how much you actually really love yourself, because you are that way for a reason. And it's going to attract the right people towards you, and the people that are going to see the specialness in you as well. This shininess is driving me nuts. It's just distracting to me because I feel like I look like I have baby oil on my face. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys haven't watched that movie, watch it. It's really funny. It's really cute. It's hilarious. And they have other ones, and they have this Batman one that's really good. Anyway, so some of you are starting to see that there is this something different about you, something special, something rare. It's not in your head, is basically what I'm trying to say, though. All that was what I was trying to get out of it. And then I saw blue cherry blossoms, which I don't even know if they exist. But that's where I got the rare message from, was like, you are rare. You know, people travel, I think it's right, Japan, once a year to see the cherry blossoms, I guess when they fall or whatever. But you guys are blue. You guys are the blue cherry blossoms. I have to look that up and see if that's even a real thing. But I know that the ones that they go see, they're pink. That's the original color. But there was something, it was weird because I've never seen a plant before in my channeling. It's usually animals or people. But yeah, I seen blue cherry blossoms, and I heard there's a bridging. It's like a bridging of the gap between fleeting life and the mystical. Like that's where that rarity comes from. You are mystical as fuck. You are like a fairy. Like if people meet you and they're like, man, you remind me of a fairy. That's just the energy that you give to people. And even if you don't even realize it or don't even know it, you're just not from here. And I believe, you know, in the spiritual aspect, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are just from like a star system, like completely different from this. You can be from like a different, I keep hearing galactic. I don't know, like a different, just not from here. And it's very noticeable. And you feel it, you know, when you don't quite understand other people and people don't quite understand you. It's for a reason. You're just not set up like this flesh, this what does my teacher call it? My shaman teacher, she says your meat suit. You know, our meat suit doesn't really suit us because, I mean, I know I'm not from here for sure. I came here to help the collective and the planet in whatever way God has me, you know, to do. But, you know, there's a reason for all that. And we'll get into it. We're going to pull out the cards. I don't want to get too deep because I feel like I'll spend like an hour just talking about the channel message. So we're going to speed it up a little bit. So then I saw purple grapes. And the first thing I saw was, you know, in those, I want to say maybe like the medieval times when they're feeding, you know, the kings and queens, and they're just like laying there and they're just dropping the grape so nicely into their mouths. And just, I heard the word spoiled, spirit wanting to spoil you. You're going to be living like a king or a queen, whichever suits you. And that you'll be getting everything that you deserve. Oh no, there was another one that I missed. I'm going to have to pull that up because it's going to drive me. I want to share it with you guys. There's a message behind it, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm overthinking it. Yeah, you're going to be getting everything that you deserve. And the last message I heard was time to let loose, let your hair down, celebrate like it's already here because it is. Okay. So with that spoiling and just having fun, and like I said, when I first started your guys' channel message, I just saw people dancing and just living like it was the last day. Like if you could live every day like if it was your last day, what would you do? Would laundry be the first thing you do in your day? Girl, I would not be cleaning. If I knew that today was my last day, you think I'm gonna clean something? You think I'm gonna, you know, pick up any little thing or do any type of chore or errand? No, you're gonna live your life. So spirit is, I just heard the word initiating. I'm initiating them. I want them to understand, you know, for them to be able to bring in what they want, the abundance in their life, the way that they want to live is by living in it like if you are already it, like if it's already here. Whatever it is that you want in your life, you have to act every single day in a celebratory way, because would you not celebrate that shit? Like if you already had it, how would you, like, ask yourself seriously, look yourselves in the mirror in the morning and be like, how would I act today if I had the car that I wanted right now in front of my car, and, you know, in front of my house? If, you know, my kids are doing great and they're doing good in school and, you know, I don't know, they just got accepted to like the best school ever, or, you know, anything that, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, of course. And that's what makes you special. That's what makes us all different and special, or special because we are different. We all want different things. No one's better or less than anyone because of what they have, or, you know, not everyone's going to want a new car. Some people are just going to be happy with just having a house, or, you know, God, it's just, there's just something that spiritual. I feel like spirit really, maybe it's gonna come out in the cards. I feel spirit a little bit frustrated. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to tell them. But it's like this urgency of like, they need to know that for it to work. I'm hearing it's like, they don't understand how easy it is to be a creator of your own life, of your own existence. And people, okay, I feel the frustration now. I feel emotional. I feel spirit is saying like, if only they knew how easy it was to just step into their destiny and understand that they are the creators of their own lives. They just need to understand that they are too much in their heads, they're too much in their televisions, or too much in their cell phones to even try to even make an effort. And that it all originates in the mind. I just heard it originates in the mind and then manifests in the physical realm. I just heard. So every day when you wake up, they must wake into that existence like it's already here, because it already is. And for it to come faster is to be in that energy and to be in that frequency of who they want to be or what they want. Okay, I didn't write any of that shit down. So I like that, because I feel like I'm getting better at getting channeled in the camera. I just feel weird for some reason, like getting channeled in front of the camera. It's something that I'm working on. And I'm working on showing my face more and like showing, you know, just, I don't know what it is. I just been getting my own synchronistic and confirmations of just like being yourself. Like you don't have to like pretend to be like you're anyone else. You know, I used to have this stupid idea that I can't get on camera because I'm not like 30 pounds, lighter. I don't like how my face looks. I need to get Botox. I need to look younger. I need to look like this. My hair needs to be this color. Stupid shit. I don't know who needs to hear this, but just come as you are. Just be yourself. The people that are going to align, I just heard with you, are the people that are meant to be in your lives. Like the people that you're gonna like resonate with, isn't that what you'd want anyways? Like you don't want anyone around you who's either fake or just pretending to be your friend, or maybe they're just around for someone specific. They just want things from you or what you can give them. Being yourself is a very brave act, because it allows you to become vulnerable to yourself and accepting. And it's vulnerable because it's proof that you love yourself. Oh, I don't know, I feel like crying after saying that. Spirit just said that. That wasn't me. Proof. Vulnerability is the proof of loving yourself. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's get into the cards. That was really good. And I always wonder myself, why don't I do more of these readings like every day? Because I love doing this. I get so busy in my day, but I can't use that as an excuse, because I would love to do these readings every single day for you guys, or at least like a couple times a week. I feel like there's always something that people need to hear, need to know. What do we have for our collective? What do they need to hear right now? I'm getting a lot of Japanese vibes today. I don't know why. You guys got two. Ooh. Her Wicked Ways and the Sacred Fool. So we're definitely going to read from them. See what they have to say. And I got to hurry up because I have a date. I'm so hungry. I literally fasted today because I wanted to eat good tonight. Okay. $64. Okay. So we're going to start off with her. All right. You are meant to shine bright, to be a sun, even in the cold and dark depths of winter, bringing warmth to the world. Some don't like the light. They want to freeze your enthusiasm, douse your creative fire, and rain on your parade. Don't let them. Shine your light with stubbornness and happiness. Defeat the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. The Snow Queen depicted on this card has her wicked ways. She likes to test those that aren't yet sure of their worth. Wow, I love that. Oh my gosh. So she will try to freeze you with a glance that conveys criticism, judgment, ridicule. She'll make you believe you'll be humiliated. that it's inevitable you'll fail, and so it's better that you just don't try to begin with. She'll plant seeds of doubt like a weed in your soul garden, cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. You'll find the way of your life more difficult than it needs to be if you don't take heed of what is happening and use your power to stand up to her. The Snow Queen might make her presence felt through a loved one who cannot support you, or a colleague who is envious of you and wants to see you fall, or the voice in your head that is afraid and yet is really or the voice in your head that is afraid and is yet to really trust your heart to lead you. No matter where she arises, there is only one way for you to deal with the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. When she tries to freeze you with a glance and says, "Who do you think you are?" you must stand up and tall and true and reply, "I am me." Save your soul-slaying, doubt-making for another day. I take my own hand, freed from your icy grasp. If you stay anywhere near me, I'll melt you with my creative fire and the warmth of my love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on. So as I was reading it, I know it said it could be like someone around you, or it could just be the voice in your head. But for the lot, I want to say, I kept seeing a woman figure. Whether it be your mother, it might be a sister. There is someone around you who is fucking jealous. They can't stand that you're showing your light right now. They can't stand that you being yourself is causing, how you say, like you're benefiting from it. I don't know how you guys are, I don't know if you guys like speak. I don't know if you guys are YouTubers as well. I say YouTubers, YouTubers as well. Someone who speaks out. I don't know, in like your job, maybe you were like some type of leader or something like that, or you come off that way and people are starting to realize, wow, this person really, you know, I know Tony watches my channel. Tony, this is for you, girl. I just heard Tony. Tony, this is for you. If you're watching this message, I just heard Tony really loudly in my ear. That's why they're giving you a hard fucking time, bro. But other than Tony and whoever resonates with, you know, her message, because it's not just for her, it's for everyone who's listening, but specifically Spirit wanted me to get my friend's attention. But there's a reason why they're giving you a hard time. It's because you have a voice. And not only is because you have a voice, and Spirit just clarified to me the speaking your truth with clarity and certainty. And that is why they are jealous. That is why, because they can never be you. Because the way that you sound, there's something about you, there's like, you get the attention from the room, whether you believe it or not, whether you notice it or not, whatever it is, like what the way that you just being you is just pissing people off, bro. Like, I don't know how else to tell. I'm trying to make it sound nice. I'm trying to sound all professional when I do these stupid fucking readings, and I don't know why I do this. I'm just being me. Listen, they're mad because you are you, and there can never be another you. Okay. I'm getting also like there's someone here who wants what you have, or like you being who you are. Like they know they can never be that. So the only way that they can, you know, what makes them feel better about it is like, let me put them the fuck down to make me feel better, because I know that I can never have that. And when you know what's so funny, guys, when I come across messages like this that really gets to me is like when people are envious and jealous, it's because they believe that you have something that they don't have. But it's just a mindset. It's just a projection. It's a trigger of their own shit, of whatever it is that they went through as kids, or as, I don't know, something happened where someone told them like, you're not good enough. And then they chose to believe it. I mean, we all been there before, you know, it's okay. We all have to heal from something. But I feel like Spirit's trying to clarify this, like for you to understand that if you can look at it in the bigger picture. And I'm not saying for you guys to allow people to walk over you. I would never say that. That's why you set your boundaries. That's why you check people when the fuck you need to, okay? But also do it with love, because you can always shut somebody down with love. You know, it can hurt just as much without cursing, without getting loud and doing all this extra shit. You don't have to do all of that, you know? But there's something about having an understanding. And I think that's why God is blessing you so much, because it's like, you know, you've been through so much, but not only that, but it's like you guys almost handle people with such care and love, even though like you might be angry for a moment or be upset with them, but it's like you just know already, and Spirit knows that's like the maturity in you that already knows that you can handle it, and that's why Spirit allows that to happen to you, if that makes sense for some of you. All right, we have Sacred Fool, and after this I gotta go. I'm so hungry. Sacred Fool. Okay, A5. I feel like every time I'm recording, I'm always complaining about being hungry. I promise you guys, I eat well. I just feel like whenever I eat before doing a reading, I get so like too grounded where I just end up falling asleep. And then I don't record, you know, or I'm like too sleepy to record, you know, I have no energy. So I noticed that, and Spirit has been advising me like to be a little bit more connected. It's easier for some of you, if you guys are into the energy work, is notice that when you do your energy work, make sure you're not like have like a full stomach or anything like that, because your body is using so much energy. I don't know why I'm sharing all this. This is obviously for somebody, but there's so much energy that's being put into your digestive system. So that's why you get tired, and it's just harder for you to concentrate or to even get channeled or to get any messages or to be able to heal people if you are a healer and you put hands on people or do, you know, Reiki, whatever it is that you do. So this is the last one. We have Sacred Fool. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people. See, we keep getting this thing about there's something about people around you guys that are giving you a hard time. A life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool, to make a choice, even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Sorry, I was about to lose my voice. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid to take a risk and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. There's much to be said for common sense, practicality, and a grounded approach, especially with spiritual matters and creating a life that fulfills your dreams. But if you're really going to live, love, thrive, and create this lifetime to be original, then you're going to need to be willing to run the risk of being seen to be the fool. Sorry, guys. This has never happened to me. There's something about the throat chakra, and I've said this before in my last reading. There's something about speaking up, your truth. Some people will call you stupid, naive, foolish, and delusional if you dare to dream and follow the dream that in all the ways you can possibly imagine. If you refuse to give up, even if others tell you that if it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen, then they might say that you are a child, silly, disconnected from their idea of the real world. Don't listen to those voices. They don't understand that the power of the fool is truth. In the court, the fool was the one the king would trust and ask for advice. Why? Because he was allowed to speak the truth while others would try to make politically smart choices to win the power. The fool just called the spade a spade. When the fool in you speaks, it's to tell you something true. It might seem inconvenient, frightening, or exciting. It might turn your world upside down or inspire you with greater happiness and faith. It's not your job to reason it away or say that it's too difficult or dangerous to change or potentially deluded to act upon that truth. And I have to pause. Oh, it's that side. I had to pause because I wanted to say this before I forgot, because my ADHD is crazy. There's someone here specifically. Some of you guys may not speak your truth because you're afraid of losing someone or something. But Spirit is saying that there's actually reward behind that. Stepping up for yourself, whether it be a boundary or there's just something that, there's someone here that has something that they need to say or they haven't been saying. It's almost on the tip of your tongue. You're almost about to say it to them, but you're like, oh, that's kind of risque. I don't know if I can say that to them, or they're going to be upset, or he's not going to want to fuck with me anymore, or she's not going to want to talk to me anymore. You know what? Do it. Do it. And even if you do lose them, Spirit is saying like to have the courage and be brave enough to be like, well, you'll have something better after this. Don't think like there's this like the scarcity mindset about like, oh, what if this person walks out of my life? Listen, a year ago, this chair is making me sound like I'm farting. I swear to God, I'm not. A year ago, I started making the decision to start dropping people out of my life. And let me tell you something. My life has been so much better. I have been so much happier just knowing like if there's someone in my life, like if you're not benefiting me, if you're not doing like, or let's say someone is not giving me something that I want, not specifically like you're not giving me enough money or something. No, it's more like you know, like if I tell you this thing bothers me and you continue to do it, then why would I continue to have you in my life if you don't love or respect me enough to do the thing that I asked you to do? And I'm not even asking you for something crazy. So for you guys that are listening and who relate or resonate with this, and you guys know it. You guys know it. If you guys know that what you're asking for is not too much, it's because it's not. And if they're not giving it to you and they're not respecting you or they're not stopping this act or whatever it is that they're doing, they just don't resonate. They don't fuck. I don't know why I get so passionate about talking about this, because I feel like people have this scarcity mindset of like, man, but if I say this to him, he'll leave. I'll never talk to him again. Or if I say this to my best friend, she's going to tell me, she's going to tell me off and we're not going to be friends again. And I'm not going to have, her anymore as a friend. She's my only friend. She is not the only person on the planet. That man is not the only person on the planet. Where did you get this scarcity mindset? And I don't know why Spirit wants me to talk so heavily on this, heavily on this, because there's someone out here that needs to know that, there's a reward. There's a reward in being yourself, speaking up for yourself. Because, what did I say earlier? Because being vulnerable is proof of self-love. That's why. Okay, we'll finish. And I gotta go. It's your job to remember that the game of life can only be won if you are willing to take the risk and play it. So when the sacred fool is part of your hand, listen up. Take a chance, take a risk, and forget about what other people think. Instead, listen to yourself and live true. So what are you guys gonna do today from now on to live in your truth? Setting these boundaries, not only setting them, but man, I feel like I keep talking about this in every damn reading. It's always being brought up, but you know what? I'm going to repeat it. If Spirit wants me to say it again, I will say it again and again and again until you guys get it, or to whoever needs to hear this. But there's a reward in letting go of people that need to be let go of. There's a reward in being yourself, being authentic to yourself and your wants and your needs, because your wants and your needs are valid. Okay, don't let anyone ever tell you that you're too much or that I can't do this for you. Okay, then I will find someone who will. Point blank, period. It's not that hard. We just, as humans, we just make things hard. It's really not that hard. And if, being yourself hurts people's feelings, it just made me think of Euphoria. I have to say it now, because there's this part, wow, it's crazy how Spirit be like talking to me through different things. So the new Euphoria season came out. If you guys watch the show, it is nuts. Do not watch the show in front of your kids. But it's really good. But there's a part of, I'm not going to talk about the first season or anything like that, but there is an episode from the last season that I just saw. I've been rewatching it because it's been a while since they've done the show, I believe. I feel like it's been years. I don't know if someone passed away, like on the cast or something like that. But I started rewatching it just to kind of remember the show. And there was an episode where this girl was doing a play, one of the main character's sisters. And the play was about them, like about the friendships and, the friend group. And she was telling this guy that she liked, but they're friends at the moment. And she's telling him, like, I don't know, like, should I really do this play? And he goes, yeah, it's really good. And he goes, why not? And she goes, because it could hurt people's feelings. And he says to her, sometimes people need to have their feelings hurt. And I'm going to leave it at that. Bye, guys. Love you.